Hey guys, and welcome back to part number 28, I believe, of the My Team career mode. I know I've not been uploading as much as I usually would, sorting one or two things out with scheduling, and you can see all that in my Discord link down below in the comments. But yeah, coming into Belgium with a pretty decent result. I did lose the first part of this footage. Obviously, I've done a PC reset, so I've lost a few files. Still top of the performance index. No upgrades really are being put on the car, I don't believe. I think we've still got the only upgrades on from last episode, but we are going to be getting an aero part in, I believe, either this episode or next episode. So we head straight into practice, and as we do, we get our traditional 1,400 R&D points, which takes us to 2,866. We get our development boost. We get exactly what we need for, you know, the team to run and be at the top of the sport. So yeah, that's pretty much all we have done so far this episode. Let's get into qualifying and see where we can qualify. And here we are on our first qualifying run. We're getting a little bit of a slipstream from the cars in front, but they are going side by side. I'm thinking, please don't hold me up. We go purple in sector 1, Esteban Ocon and Callum Eilert in front of us. As you can see, Ocon is actually harvesting, so he is on a outlap at the moment and just doesn't get out of the way. We almost drive into the back of him, meaning we lose so much time, so we're going to have to back off and we're going to have to go again. On the second run, I'd say this is our first proper run. Eilert goes into pits. We're up by about 7.8 seconds, which will put us in a 1 minute 40.7. It's a pretty decent lap, and obviously we've still got around about 2/3 of the session left, so we're going to get in, put a fresh set of tyres on, and go again. Look who it is in front of us, Callum Eilert holding us up. We lose a bit of time through here. We do get a bit of a slipstream helping us out, so we're just going to have to get rid of Callum Eilert as soon as we can. It's annoying. Obviously, the AI are programmed to be as fair as they can, but just doesn't want to seem to get out the way. Callum Eilert didn't. We're up by 4/10 at the moment. Pretty decent on the brake, slamming the anchors on. We go down to around about 5/10, and then we're just going to lose a little bit of time there. So 4/10 improvement will give us a 1 minute 40.2. And here is how you move out of the way of someone, Callum. There you are. I'll move out of the way for you so you can get your laps set. But yeah, on our final qualifying run, we're up by 0.6 of a second right now, coming into the bus stop chicane. It's a fairly decent line, up by 0.6, 5/10, 6/10. It's around about a 5.5 improvement, which sends us up, I believe, to P7, which is actually a fairly decent qualifying. I know on paper we're the best car, but we're still behind Mercedes and Red Bull in some of the departments. That puts us P7. Carlos Sainz does go P10. A few of our rivals behind us and around us. Let's see what we can do here at Spa-Francorchamps.
Welcome along then to the Belgian Grand Prix, the race that gave us the maiden victory for the Jordan team in 1998. And in the same team, the phenomenal debut of a young Michael Schumacher. There's always something special around one of the many corners of this fan-favourite circuit. So here we are once again, ready to go racing through the Ardennes Forest. 4.35 miles of long straights, fast corners and massive elevation changes. It makes this not only one of the most exciting circuits on the calendar, but one that makes for some consistently high quality racing as well. Simply put it, there really is no place quite like Spa. Joining me for the It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Valtteri Bottas lines up on pole position, edging out Sergio Perez, who lines up P2. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Hamilton, Norris, Charles Leclerc and Verstappen. The real deal, Ricciardo, Giovinazzi and Carlos Sainz. Gasly, Ocon, Nicholas Latifi and Vettel. Stroll, Tsunoda, Mick Schumacher and Nikita Mazepin. Russell, Eilert, Joe and Nobuharu Matsushita. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today?
So as you see that, we are P7 for qualifying here in Belgium. I don't know what's going on with the halo. It's been flickering like that for a few episodes now. It could possibly just be the halo thing we've got, But strategy-wise, we're going to go 6 laps on the softs, 5 laps on the mediums. We're going to go a lap under fueling, because I keep putting too much fuel in the car. But yeah, hopefully things do go well, and we can score some good points there after some races which haven't been the best, in my opinion. One thing I am going to mention is that our engine is quite worn. Our actual ICE is about 75% wear, so we are in failure territory. So hopefully it doesn't blow up on us. But yeah, let's see what we can do today here in Belgium. As we sit in our grid slot here, it's going to be down to 5 red lights. Can we get a good start for once? It's a long light phase. Lights out, away we go. Keep flying. That is a good start. A little bit of a snap midway through. We're going to send a dive on the inside of Lando Norris. That's us up into P4, I do believe. Obviously, the McLaren has got super good aerodynamics to go here. He's going to try up our inside up over Rouge and Radion. Can we hold it? Yes, we can. Now, it's going to be under pressure here. Down into the chicane. We've got Norris coming back at us here. He's going to go to the outside. We're going to keep to the inside line. We're not going to be able to go back onto the race line. We're going to have to brake a little bit earlier just to make sure that the car does get turned in. We do keep P4 at the moment. Leclerc manages to get past Norris as well. So hopefully we can catch up to Perez in front, who Hamilton has jumped here. We've gone a little bit deep there. Hopefully we can still keep on to the back of Perez, who is our rival at the moment. But here we are, currently P4, round into the corner, which the AI have a massive advantage over us. You can see there, Leclerc actually hasn't really caught up to us too much. It's not like, I think it's Stowe at Silverstone. It has been quite a hefty patch. They haven't brought any patches out since, so maybe just they managed to patch corners better on different circuits. I almost did a Silverstone there, activating ERS midway around the corner. We're coming to the end of the first lap. Obviously, we're going to be down on power this race. 73% on that ICE already. Hopefully, we do not have an engine failure this race. We've been lucky so far, I believe, not to have a failure. We did have a gearbox issue, a sinkage issue, but it wasn't a failure. We managed to finish the race without points, sadly. But at the end of lap 1, hint of the sauce, we have got a nice little race in our hand, I think. Oh, we've gone very deep there. That could invite Leclerc to overtake us. Big snap through there. Losing our flow a little bit. We've got to catch up here. Leclerc, 0.4 behind. Perez, 0.7 ahead. So podium still in sight. That is what I do like. Fuel not being such an issue at the moment. Charles Leclerc might try and send one on us here. We're going to leave him the space just in case he does. Doesn't actually send a move in the end. But yeah, lap 2 at the moment. I know it's early in the race, and we can still make mistakes like that where we do extend the track. Charles Leclerc's going to go for the inside. Don't try and overtake there, young sunshine. But yeah, we have just lost a lot of time there to Sergio Perez. Hopefully we can sort of catch up. Hopefully the pit stop strategy I have chosen is going to help us out a lot during this race in the long run. DRS has now been active, and I know our car is quick in a straight line, but is it going to be quick enough to defend from Charles Leclerc, who's got a low aero package in DRS, and it looks like just about with DRS, are we going to be able to hold it? Leclerc might try and move. It's a bit of a late one. Leclerc's still there on our inside. We're leaving the room, but we maintain to P4 at the moment. I wouldn't mind finishing P4. P4 would be a very, very nice finishing place after what's been going on recently with our finishing places. But yeah, we're holding on. Obviously coming in on lap 6 on these tyres if they can hold on. Jeff's coming in with a new strategy at the moment. We're going to check that out. Here we are. Lap 5 for mediums. We're going to come in lap 6. So we'll just go to that. And we will go a lap over as we get on the curb in there. Don't want to ride that curb in too much, or else we might actually DNF out of this race, and we do not want that. We are in a constructors battle for P3 with McLaren and Ferrari, so we do not want to avoid losing points. At the moment, looks like Carlos Sainz is falling off the back of Antonio Giovinazzi, but we're going to go here. At the moment, we are going to be scoring for ourselves 12 points, I believe. And 12 points in this championship battle for the constructors. is pretty decent. Now here comes Charles Leclerc again. I'm not going to use the ERS this time. Charles Leclerc is coming at us. He's going to be too far back. Stomp on the brakes, stamp on the anchors, and just keep going with how we're going. The engine has gone from an orange warning light to a red one, as Charles Leclerc is going to try and move on us. He's tapped us, and Charles Leclerc's round, I do believe. I did leave him the space. I didn't turn across him, but that's Charles Leclerc round. And that means Norris moves up a place and everyone else moves up a place. Yellow flags for that Leclerc incident. Shouldn't try and overtake there, sunshine. Jeff is going to say, come in on this lap. But we are not coming in on this lap. We are coming in next lap, like we said. Tyres are starting to die off, but so are everyone else around us. We've got Norris now breathing down our neck. So, considering we are coming in next lap, and I believe Norris will come in on this lap, we're still going to battle him. We are going to let Norris have the outside line. Look at the speed on that McLaren. Are we going to send it? Yes, we are. Late dive from us. Lando on our inside. We're leaving the space. We hold on to P4. Lovely driving from me and Lando. Obviously, me and Lando had some close racing in Silverstone as we go a little bit deep there. I think Lando learnt from Leclerc. He had the chance to go up our inside then as we went a bit deep, but thought better of it. Looks like Sainz has lost a lot of places as well. Oh, we've hit that curb. That's the worst curb you can hit. As we come back on the track, we lost positions to Verstappen and Norris. It's alright though. They are pitting this lap, I do believe. I think Verstappen will stay out for an extra lap though. So if we can keep up with him, we could potentially either get him into the bus stop chicane, or we can get him into the other chicane after the DRS, after Eau Rouge. We are actually going to absolutely close Verstappen here. Verstappen did this sort of overtake on Felipe Nasser. We're going to use Verstappen's move on himself, and we get through up into P5 there. Stamp on the anchors. Is Norris going to come in? No, Norris stays out. So Hamilton, the only car to come in. Verstappen does come in. So that means us and Norris are pitting on the same lap. So this battling is for position right now. Can we close in on Norris here? We're going to have DRS on him. We'll be fine on fuel. We're going to absolutely send it on Lando here. We're going to use our ERS. We're going to use our DRS. And look at this. We're going to just sweep up his inside as he does move in the last second there. There we are. Nice move up into P3. Running in the podium positions for the first time this race. I'm going to have to conserve a little bit to the end of this lap. So, grip levels are starting to go, Jeff. I can feel it, don't worry. We're just going to do a little bit more lifting into corners, I think. Just to help with the fuel situation, like here, don't brake, just lift off. To be fair, that wasn't actually too bad, and that's just saved us 0.3 of a lap of fuel. Coming into the chicane. We're going to come into the pits at the end of this lap, I do believe. So, let's get into the pits. So, coming into the pits this lap, we're going to ease off, just do a little bit of fuel saving here as we go a little bit deep there. We are going to come into the pit lane here. One of the worst pit lanes on the absolute calendar, I think. So we get on the brake, step on the anchors, a little bit cautious there. We are coming into the pits now. Hopefully, we can have a bit of holding up with some of the guys so that we can keep our place. Sainz is also in. So we are going to jump now. 2.3 seconds. That is a brilliant pit stop. Can we get out ahead of any of these guys? Sonoda. I don't want traffic to hold us up. We've come out very good and we're out ahead of Verstappen. Our pit stop strategy has worked very well. Now Verstappen is actually going to have DRS on us. We're on cold tyres. Coming up Eau Rouge, we almost lose the back end there. Verstappen is going to be able to overtake us here. We are going to show him the route of the traffic though. We're going to give him the outside line. And he's going to go for it. He's going to go for it. We are going to step on the anchors there. Verstappen doesn't actually send it. Verstappen, unlike him, Verstappen likes to go for any gap he can go for. Doesn't go for the move this time. Now, this traffic in front, Sonoda and Schumacher. Hopefully we don't get held up too much by them. Obviously, we're in the much quicker car than them. And I just want to get past them. Oh. Look at that. They're dirty air. Throwing me off. Max Verstappen's going to come round our outside. We're going to step on the anchors. Car a little bit uneasy from their dirty air at the moment. We are going to have to do a little bit of fuel saving this race. Hopefully we can do that fuel saving on an overtake on Mick here. So we're going to come at Mick Schumacher with our ERS. Look at this. Mick Schumacher's so much slower. We're going to have to go to the outside here. Rain, ETA 15 minutes. That's too far out for us to worry about. AIs are in the pits at the moment. We have picked up DRS there. So let's use that to our advantage. Back up into P4. And I think if we play our cards right, that's where we are going to finish in this Grand Prix. Here comes Max Verstappen around our outside as we're trying to do a little bit of fuel saving. It's tough to do fuel saving when you've got, you know, the in real life 2021 world champion breathing down your neck. Like, that corner's maybe a little bit easier, but still Max Verstappen's got so much overspeed to us. He won't be able to send us on a move here. But fuel is 0.18 of a lap under target. I think we'll be fine now. Let's push.
Behind is 25.4 seconds.
Oh, we've gone a bit deep there. Means we're going to be under threat from Verstappen this lap, so we're going to have to use ERS for a lot of this. Upper Rouge and Radion. It's flat out, but we're not going to use ERS until there. We've done that mistake before. We're going to have to hold off Verstappen. I want to finish in P4 in this Grand Prix. So we're using it, we're using it, we're using it. It's going to be close. He's not going to be able to send it. We're going to lift off on the curbing. And we've gone a bit deep there. Shit. Verstappen still not able to send a move. We've still got to do a little bit of fuel saving. It's not really what I wanted to do. Obviously, we've not got the max engine upgrade yet.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
But the fuel saving is doing very well. Here we're going to be able to save at least 0.2 of a lap. 0.1, that's good. We've got 2 laps to go at the end of this. And Ricciardo is making moves as well through us and Verstappen. We're going to have to push now. We're going to save the ERS. Well, we don't really have to with the upgrades we've got on it now. It's all about just getting who can cross the line first. Me, Ricciardo, or Verstappen, or maybe even Pierre Gasly getting involved with this. As you can see on the map as well, Carlos Sainz not having a good race. Battling with the Hasses at the moment. So I wonder what's gone on with his race. We've had a bit of a snap out there. That means Verstappen's going to take the position.
This is your final lap of the race.
Verstappen has taken P4 as he locks up there. That's ruined our run on him.
Okay, the car behind is catching.
Now we've got Ricciardo behind us as well. We have upped our car into quali mode by putting the differential up a little bit. Hopefully we can get past Max Verstappen this lap. We're going to have DRS on him. But here's Max Verstappen's antics gotten him P4. I say no, it does not. We're going to come back onto the racing line, snarl onto the anchors. Verstappen has another look up our inside. He's not able to get past. At the moment, fuel is looking very, very good. We're going to keep pushing and pushing to keep this P4 as we go a bit deep there. Max Verstappen might have a look up our inside. He doesn't. I think Max has given us damage. You can see from the understeer through there. Max might try and send a lunge. We know how he is on the last lap of races. He's holding around our outside.
There's been an incident on track.
There's been another incident on track. Max can't get the move done. He's got one final chance into the bus stop chicane. Will Max be able to get the move on us? I don't think he will. We're going to have to save some ERS here. Max has probably got more ERS in the tank than we do. This is going to be close, as Lewis Hamilton says fastest lap of the race, and is our race winner. Bottas in P2, Perez in P3. Will it be me or Verstappen in P4? It's going to be us. It's a bit of a redemption day for us. We come home in P4. Thank you.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
That's it for another Grand Prix and a fantastic win for Mercedes. And talk to me, what do you think it was that sealed the win for them?
Well, this was a real team victory. They put together a solid strategy today that appeared well suited to the conditions out on track. The driver did everything that was expected of them in the moment to really execute the team's plan to perfection. A shining example of how F1 really is a team sport.
After an excellent performance at the Grand Prix, I'm sure there'll be plenty of celebrations tonight amongst the Mercedes team. And they certainly deserve it.
So as we see there, we finished P4, starting P7, so good. I don't know why Gasly didn't get driver of the day from 11th to 7th. Very, very good result there. We pick up 12 points. Leclerc having an awful race. Finishing P13 from P5 on the grid. Same for Carlos, finishing 18th from P10. Unsure what happened there, but we do remain where we are in the standings. Obviously, we're pushing to be best of the rest, so what I'd really say is 6th in the constructors. We're pushing to be where Red Bull or where Verstappen and Ricciardo and that are, but at the moment we're trying our best. So 12 points gets us 47. Constructors battle, nothing changed really. We are pushing for that 3rd place spot. We are half points what Red Bull has, but yeah, it's been a pretty decent episode. We're back to normality with the team.